Hello and welcome to Dice Shrapnel. My name's Jimmy. I'm going to be the regular game master.
My name's Brett. I play Joshua Johnson.
Hi, my name is Jake. I play the character Thomas Kahn.
My name is Daryl. I play Ross Thibodeau.
I'm Mark. I play Trevor Smith.
Hi, I'm Terry, and I'm an engineer for Texas Instruments.
My name is Danny. My character is Gwendolyn Mitchell, who also goes by Gwen.
January 1st, 1984. AT&T was forced to break up into 7 smaller regional Baby Bell companies. May 7th, 1984. An out-of-court Agent Orange settlement was announced. Dow Chemical and 6 other manufacturers paid $184 million to American veterans. The settlement would give vets a max of $12,000 spread out over the course of 10 years and would make the vets ineligible for other state benefits to include food stamps, public assistance, and state pension if they accepted. October 27th, 1984. Hot for Teacher was the last single released from the album 1984 by Haley.
I brought my pencil.
And that brings us to Sunday, January 13th, 1985. When last we left our intrepid investigators, they were in the basement of one James Walters, accused kidnapper, and had recently joined the ranks of kidnappers. We resumed game in the basement. Approximately 2 in the afternoon, 2:30. No, pardon me, correction. It'd be about 3 in the afternoon because 2 o'clock was when you went to do the interview with Mr. Walters to begin with. So, about 3 in the afternoon, we had at least 3 people that had made it back into the secret compartment area in the basement. Currently, that would be Terry, JJ, and I could have sworn that there was at least one more.
Yeah, it was.
And Thomas were the 3 that were back in the back
All the Ts.
exploring. Huh? All the T's. It's at that point that you hear suddenly the creaking of the metal door at the top of the basement steps. Okay, well, you guys who are in that small room, too far away to hear it, it's going to be on you, and you.
He was in there.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you were in
So
the
it's
other
just
room.
us
So
2.
just the 2 of you
Yeah.
with the body on the floor.
Keep an eye on body, I'm checking.
Okay. And that's what I'll do. I'll keep my focus.
I'm
Okay.
pulling my handgun and I'm walking to the door.
You got your handgun out. Over to the regular basement door, opens up onto the landing. You look up, and you see Trevor. He's looking down cautiously.
Trevor, get your butt down here. Please.
Okay.
We have an experiment for you.
It may smell a little bit.
You can
bacon.
smell a remnant of fire. It smells vaguely like burnt plastic and burnt pork.
Okay.
You can immediately smell that. As soon as you open it up, you're like, oh, what the heck?
Yeah,
Barbecue
it's-
you guys doing?
It's not a good
So,
smell.
originally, you remember, were you here when they got in a fight with people and then got a finger from
I
it?
vaguely remember.
Okay, so the finger went poof,
Okay, yeah.
it exploded, went fire. So now we have a full body
Oh.
on a time frame because we don't know when it's gonna go poof again. So,
So
experiment.
she's leading you down the stairs as she's saying this, and she points, and
Carve him up.
he is leaning over, investigating. He's got the guy's totally nude, and you can
Okay.
tell from this distance. Oddly enough, he looks like a Ken doll down there.
Okay.
There's pubic hair, but nothing else.
Okay. Is he on the floor? Is he on a table?
He's on the floor. He has a big hole in the back of his head and a small hole in the front of his head. And there's flake plastic, rubbery, synthetic stuff coming off of reptile skin at the entry points and exit points.
Okay. Okay.
He's wearing sunglasses in the basement looking at him.
Oh, by the way,
Oh, yeah.
you can only see the marks and everything, like little engravings with sunglasses. I
Hey.
found out.
Whenever he gets over, I'm going to take off my
Let me
glasses.
see. Yeah, let me see the
Okay,
sunglasses.
you're
so-
going to take him,
Yeah,
put him on.
Put him on.
And looking closely, you can see glyphs on the lower portion of his back. He got him slightly turned over because
Okay.
she had a slash mark through the flesh, so the synthetic skin on the top has splayed out further than the reptilian skin. It appears that there's tattooing done on the reptile skin that's showing through the human skin.
Okay.
I wasn't going to do this until I realized you've got a black token, so let me have that.
No! More fire.
Yeah.
Fire
I
back.
refer to it as accuracy.
The head turns suddenly on the body and says, "I'm not done yet." And suddenly he's got a baton in his hand.
Again? Okay, so I'm screaming to get
Let's
the
see.
soldiers' attendance.
Let's say
Okay.
we were back there drinking some cold ones.
Yeah.
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 Having a good time.
So they're in the middle of some brewskis, and it's just the three of you at the moment.
Nice.
I already said my character is screaming.
Yes,
to
your
get
character is
attention.
screaming. That's going to be on your initiative.
Right.
Let's see. He goes first, and he's going to utter a arcane word you don't recognize, but you know that it's magic.
Okay.
And his body starts blurring. It's going semi-invisible. And that brings us then to Danny's initiative. You're up. Continuing to scream?
Screaming and pulling trigger.
Okay. Bam! Bam!
3 dice, right?
3 dice. Make a guns roll. Roll
5,
low.
6, 7. Okay, I needed a 12 and I got a 12.
All right. And you missed. Okay, so as he's laying there blurring, he's shifting in reality, it looks like almost. So it's kind of hard to aim at him. You're sure you got close, but not quite.
Close enough.
Not close enough.
Okay.
You're at a penalty, and he has a bonus to dodge at the moment. Then we would be going to Thomas, who's in the other room. Give me a actually, no. At this point, you would hear a gunshot in the next
I would've
room.
been
So,
heading out
so you're going to be heading forward first,
armed.
armed.
Screaming and gunshots are generally pretty good.
Yeah, screaming
Yeah,
and
yeah.
gunshots. It's not that far away.
Something's afoot.
Wait, what?
Ross,
Yeah.
you're up next.
I'm going to try to grapple.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think
That's
so.
no.
I got a 14, yeah.
Okay, and what do you have for brawl? Or do you have a other martial art type?
Yeah, I got a 10.
Okay, so yeah, nowhere near close to grabbing hold of it.
Yeah, no.
Let's see. Terry,
I'm
getting
gonna,
up.
I'm gonna say what? And I'm gonna grab a beer can and chuck it at the lizard.
Okay, from the other
Solid.
room.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, what? Oh! Okay.
Heisman!
Give me a throwing roll. Do you have throwing as a skill? Okay.
So I'm guessing dex minus.
Yes, that's going to be like a dex minus
That's to say, this
4.
That's going to be like a dragon. So,
Plus, like,
At least
the
you
wall's
have
in the
blood.
way.
Well, if he's throwing it through the door, which he would be, he'd be aiming roughly at where the chair is, so the chair is also in the
90
way.
or 114.
Gotta have a nice arc to it.
90's dead. So.
Okay, throwing.
Lobbing action.
Throwing.
Right.
Okay. Oh, it doesn't have a default. That's weird.
Yeah, I remember that
that's-
was one of those weird ones. That
That's
didn't
like
do
bad.
Okay. Well, you can still throw something. It's just not going to be particularly effective. We're going to go with what is it? 90? You said? No, that's.
I'm gonna give it 2 good shakes too.
Of
So it's
course.
a full boot can.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. They
Full
have-
can. No, it says a light can. Empty one. That isn't going to do anything.
A full can ain't gonna do much.
It's about the only thing to do with Bud Light.
Well, he's
Throw that shit
shaking
away.
it,
Depends
so
on
it
where it
might
is.
explode on the
First.
dude.
Okay. Medical skills. Combat. Craft. Athletic. There we are. There is no default. See throwing pings. Page 90. If you don't have the skill, you roll against Dex -3 when throwing something at a target. Or Dex if you're slogging for the general area. So, Dex -3.
Nice.
Do it. Not that roll.
Nope.
Missed it by a few.
A few.
A few.
A few. All right, Trevor, you're right there.
The only thing I'll try and grapple this thing.
Okay. You have brawling.
Yes, I do.
Awesome.
10.
Give me a brawl roll.
Oh!
4.
Holy crap.
You
I
would beat his
was
dog.
ready for this.
You were investigating this case of. You have him grappled. So, he's going to be at a penalty now to resist any
Can
sort
I
of
do
combat.
something else real quick while I'm here?
What is it you're
Can I
trying to
bite him?
That would
Just
have
like-
to be a secondary
Okay,
attack.
I'll wait.
But next round, you certainly can. It's a Holyfield, not a. Well,
No,
yeah.
it
It was
could be a
Holyfield.
Tyson.
Yeah, he's good.
I'm going to be
You
Mike
try and-
Tyson.
yeah.
He's going to be home.
Yes. Oh goodness.
So, how exactly is Mark holding him out of curiosity?
I'm just
Don't
going
try
to.
to
Honestly,
shoot him.
I'll be right on top of him.
He's
because
doing a
that's
bear
all I can
hug
do.
effectively.
I'm
Do not
trying to
try
figure out if I
shooting.
could karate kick the dude in the face.
Bear hug rear, right?
Front.
Or my
I'm
wrist.
just. Yeah, I'm just.
Actually, you would have been on his rear
You would have been kind of looking.
because you were looking at his back.
Oh, okay, okay,
And-
okay,
and when he
okay,
started
yeah.
shifting, it's a so it's a side to back sort of
Okay.
position.
Okay.
So you almost got him like in the full Nelson, effectively.
Okay.
So I could feasibly kick without necessarily
Hitting him, yeah.
colliding with.
Yeah. you-
Just roll well. That's all I ask. Just roll well.
Right.
And
And the black token's already used up because of this, so we don't have any more worries about.
I'm good with that.
Right.
Oh, yes. Guess what? This actually happened to your character.
and Brett, you're up. What's JJ doing?
AK-47 to
going
the
to
head.
No!
He's gonna get out the chopper.
He doesn't have a gold again. Do you?
I do.
Yes, he
Oh,
does.
you
actually.
did.
So I can move 5 spaces, right?
And remember, changing your facing
Yeah.
is one of your 5.
Okay.
We probably should
Your
rearrange
character is
everyone's
sitting
in.
right here.
Okay, I was gonna say. I remember he was. Right.
Everyone's in the wrong spots then.
3.
Or at least some
Yeah,
people
we
are.
had not repositioned everybody that should be.
I should be over by the foot lockers.
Yeah.
I guess 4 is all I can move in. And that's
Okay,
my
so
turn,
pummeling,
fellas.
So that's Daryl.
So
Yeah,
then
I would
this one.
be right
Yeah.
there.
The smoker there. That's
They're roughly
Terry.
here, right?
Terry would be right by the door.
Okay, this one's Terry.
Yeah, and that one's. So yeah, we've
Where-
got the two of you. That he's basically
Okay.
the same spot. The two of them
Okay.
were heading
And
towards the
then-
door.
Who is this?
That's
Danny.
me.
That's Gwen.
And then we need the guy by the door over here.
Yeah,
Like right there?
No.
he's grappled with the
Grappled
guy.
with the body.
Just put me on the body.
Yeah. Yeah, baby. I'm on top. Rah.
Right.
I'm the big spoon.
Right.
I'm the big spoon. I'm the big spoon. Okay, that brings it back around to him. He's of course going to try to break the grapple.
Of course.
So this is going to be an opposed strength roll.
I don't have any strength, so I'm not too. Unless he like.
Okay, he made his roll. So you
I got a strength of 10. 5.
yeah, you're keeping him in the grip. You got him. in that full Nelson sort of grip, so it's really hard for him to fight his way out of that. He's not having a good chance at getting purchase. So you are still holding him somewhat. Now, odd thing about this is you can feel that distortion happening to your arms, and you see your arms separating from your body as it's holding on to him.
A little distance, right?
That's a little, yeah.
Yeah, give me a fright check.
What is a fright check?
Just roll.
Intelligence?
It's intelligence, yeah.
7, 9. No, 8.
8. Okay, so you made it. You're good. Okay.
You
Yeah.
have to roll higher or
Low.
low.
You want to roll below your IQ.
Below your whatever.
Okay.
And however much you fail by is added to a next roll, which goes onto a fright check chart.
And it can cause problems.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. You. So he's not able to do anything further. Danny, you're in
Ross.
position.
Karate kick.
Hey,
Right
Ron,
in the
you,
face.
Yeah.
you got any Halidol?
No.
Okay, my karate. Okay, I did not connect. I missed by 2.
Yeah.
It wasn't a great miss.
No, it wasn't a huge miss.
I did not connect with him. I didn't feel that bad.
Yeah, you didn't get a critical failure. You
Thank you.
take that kick, and again, it's like you see his arms separating from his body. You're like, what? Don't even fully try. It's a close to, and then stop, because I'm afraid that I might kick his arm off. And since it doesn't look like it's attached necessarily, that's disconcerting. Yeah. We're back to Thomas.
Only up 2 of them now.
You are at the door, and what?
Right there.
Yep.
Yeah. So you could go up to 5 spaces worth of movement.
I can do it though.
So are you just going to move forward?
Yeah, I want to
get
move up
behind
as
where?
close to him as I can.
Okay, so basically you're getting up in position next to JJ.
Okay.
Right. And then we've got Ross.
Can I figure out what he said? I mean, I'm wanting to figure out, you know,
What spell he was using? Maybe?
what spell he was using, basically.
Give me an IQ roll.
That looks
7,
good.
8.
6, 7, 8. I'm
Yeah.
sure you got that.
Okay, you know you can repeat the word, and you know that it wasn't a complete spell. It was an activation for an item. The nightstick has the spell embedded in it.
That's what I was wondering.
Okay. Can I grab it at this time?
You can certainly make a grapple attempt again. You're trying specifically to grab for the nightstick.
Yeah.
That's going to be at a penalty.
Just roll. See what you get, man.
Going to be at a -3.
4, 5, 6, 7. His dex is a 10, so he made it. Rolled a 7.
It's a brawl check.
Yeah.
Oh, a brawl.
And
My
it-
brawl
was
is
10.
10.
So, okay. You grab hold of the nightstick.
Can I repeat the word?
Does he start shifting just because he grabbed the stick?
Yes,
I'm
he
curious.
does.
Yeah.
Can I repeat the word?
Not in this round.
Okay.
Next round, you can certainly try to repeat it. That's going to require an IQ roll.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you grabbed hold of it, and now he's jitterbugging all over the place as well. We got Terry. You're the only one still in the room. You're right at the door.
And the dude's surrounded now.
Yeah, pretty well.
His arms are jitterbugging. I totally
Yeah.
am jitterbugging.
I'm grabbing a can of beer.
And gonna chuck it
Solid
again.
choice.
Look at solid choice.
And move me up as far as I can go.
Okay, is this him?
Yeah. And he's got the
And-
5 movement rate as well.
So stop me at 4,
Stop it
Right,
for
right there.
which leaves me enough left to a shaking up beer can right in the lizard's face.
Okay, you're gonna spray.
Beer.
Okay.
Dousing.
All right. This is going to be an area of effect attack. Effectively, you're going to be doing the lob effect for throwing. So, give me a straight dex roll. Because you're just going general area, but it's highly pressurized.
That's some different
I
dice.
missed it.
Okay, as you're shaking it, you get it and you into position, you start to pop it and you realize, oh crap, JJ, all over his back.
Moved into the fire.
It's
Me!
Party foul.
Right.
Alcohol
Yeah.
abuse.
You realized, and you're like, JJ, move! Oh!
Sorry about that, bud.
My bad.
Not all of it got on you, some of it went past you, but it definitely didn't get right in his face. You also had the chair in the way, so most of it ended up on the chair. All right, Trevor. Lighten?
Trying to bite.
Okay.
Get it. Can I? Okay, how big is the hole in the back of his head?
It's much smaller now.
It's regenerating.
Yeah, he's regenerating.
It was about the quarter of his head. Now about an eighth of his head has that hole at the back.
Could I bite into that and pull some brain out? Is that a possibility?
Okay, your mouth isn't going to fit
Oh,
inside there.
I didn't know.
You know, a dog's mouth is technically cleaner than a human.
Yeah, I understand this.
Doesn't mean you should make out with a dog.
right. Look at that.
Well, if I can't, that was my first. Just
Okay.
rip some brain out. But if I can't do that, then I'll just
Just biting.
bite for like the back of the neck kind of thing.
Okay, that's a brawl check. And a bite does, if I remember right, strength -4.
I got an 11. My brawl's a 10. No, I got a 10. I got a 10 on the die.
Okay, so yes, you are able to get your bite on. What is the normal bite strength?
I can be very.
It's not
15
as
minus
much.
D.
Terry, do you have any drugs we can knock him out with?
You know, there you'd have a close.
Oh, here it is.
But we can send them on
You
a
may
magic
be.
trip to Atlantis.
They made an ordinary punch or an attempted to bite. 1D -4 crushing damage for human teeth.
Okay, -4. I was right.
Yeah,
I couldn't remember.
you're right.
1D -4.
1 point of damage.
Okay, so yeah, there's a distinct possibility you'll do nothing, but there's always the chance that you'll do something.
I got some. I got some meat. I got some meat.
He nibbled on his
Wow.
ear.
You skinned his earlobe.
1D
You've
minus
aroused the
4.
reptile in him.
So I rolled a
Yeah.
5.
Okay.
Wow.
A motorhead song loved me like a reptile.
You know, no. Have you ever heard that song?
I have.
Ugh. JJ? He's gnawing on his neck.
I'm gonna look around the room to see if there's anything like to restrain, like rope, electric, like cables.
I know exactly what
Choke
you should
cord.
grab.
As soon as you start thinking that, you remember that there were a bunch of electrical extension cords back in the other room. Right here in the immediate area, not a whole lot that you could use other than like grabbing cushions to push down on him with.
Okay, I'm gonna turn and go back to get the cords.
Okay, which one are you?
He's
Blue
the one with
suit
the
guy?
briefcase.
Right here?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Okay, and over by the workbench, on the left-hand side of it, whenever you were able to get
Right
there.
here?
No, the gray one that's straight back behind you. That's where he's going to be headed.
Okay.
Okay. Because there were several extension cords right in that vicinity. All right, that's JJ. Which brings us back around to him. He is once again going to try to break free of the hold. Oh God.
No?
Yeah, he failed his roll.
Do I have to make mine?
I'm gonna say no.
Makes
Yeah,
sense to me.
yeah. I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Gwen. Gonna try this again?
I want to knock him out
Whisper
because
into his ear and say,
Are you-
"Use your
he's
daddy."
regenerating, so we can
Are you kicking specifically at the head? Because that's a penalty if you're targeting. Groin is also a target.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Just kick for him and we'll see
say-
what happens.
You can just try a
Go for
random
the
kick.
side.
Yep.
If you're doing a random kick, we can roll to see exactly where you end up hitting him.
Yeah. 5, 8, 9, 10, and I needed. You said it's a penalty given the fact that he's phasing.
Shifting. Yeah.
I rolled 10, and I needed a 10.
Okay.
So I probably didn't get.
He's got him grappled, which somewhat negates the penalty.
Oh. Okay.
So the penalty was a 2, giving a bonus of 2. So you got right on the dot. So you kicked him. Roll 3d6 in order to see where you hit him.
5, 10, 11, 12.
12.
Right.
12.
Like Harlem Nights.
Okay.
Can you shoot him in the
Yeah,
pinky
kicked
toe?
him in the leg.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and make your roll your damage for your kick.
What is damage again?
Okay, for that you're going to be looking at your strength.
My strength.
That's going to determine what your
Okay, I have a
because
strength of 10.
okay.
Oh, found it. 1d6.
There you go.
I did a mighty 1.
A mighty 1. So you kicked him in the leg for 1 point.
He's
Because
distracted.
distraction, yeah.
Yes. It's definitely distracting.
Got a bite in the back of the neck and a
Kick in the leg. Got him in the thigh.
Got a little too close for comfort.
Yeah. It's not like he's got. Never mind.
no,
Right,
she's
right,
wearing
right.
pointy shoes.
Yeah.
No, she's not going to be wearing
That's
heels
like
for this.
+1.
Not for this. Yeah.
Alright, try now.
And she's wearing flats because she's going to be on her feet all day.
I knew I was going to be having to run around, especially with Terry around.
Yeah, flats and sneakers.
Who caused this whole ordeal?
The government. No.
Right.
I'm having some more time.
Okay, we got Gwen out of the way. That brings us then to Thomas.
He's drinking
Is he
Tang.
laying? How are they actually positioned?
Okay, he's basically got him in.
Are they sideways?
They're basically laying on the floor sideways. He's up behind him, so he's a big spoon in him.
Okay.
They're snuggling. It's a snuggle
And
struggle.
I've got a hold of his
Can I drop a
baton.
knee into his gut?
You can certainly attempt that. Aiming for the torso is a 0 penalty.
Try.
So, aiming for the torso.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one is he?
That's Terry. The
So,
one with
gray
the
suit.
gray suit. That one's Thomas. So, moving in and then trying.
Brawl?
to-
I've got judo. That's the closest.
That's
Got it.
judo. You're doing a judo.
Well, judo is specifically using the
Yeah,
person's
grappling.
momentum against them in order to throw them and
Yeah.
drop them.
And if he's doing any other close combat skill, he can use his judo skill if it's a dex-based item in combat. But it has to be close combat,
Yeah,
not melee or shooting.
Well, this is definitely going to be close combat to dropping
So
the
he
knee,
can-
so yeah, reasonably so.
I used that last time.
Yes. So, go ahead and give me your judo roll.
Ooh,
Got it.
nice.
What you got?
I got, let's see, 7
7. Yeah.
out of an 11.
Okay. You come in and you do a and drop down onto him. Go ahead and roll your normal. This would be effectively a kick damage. So your whatever your kick is, which should be on the
It
upper
will be
left hand
on
side.
the damage thing right by Dex.
If you wrote it down.
Yes. The zip
I don't have kick. I've just got,
It should say thrust, swing, kick.
yeah, I've got thrust and swing, but I don't have a kick.
Well, thrust and swing
Okay.
are the same from me for the kick, so.
What's your strength?
I'm sorry, wait, I've only got
My
thrust
strength
and swing.
is 10.
1D.
1D.
Yeah.
If it's 10 and mine's 10, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
I thought we had put that
2.
on most of the people's
Hey, 2.
2, but apparently we did not.
Schweig.
So 4 points of damage so far.
Okay, and let's see. That's been Danny did 1.
Makes me feel so good I can do
Jake
it.
did 2. Ross, you're up.
And I'm grappling that baton. I'm trying to
You're going to
take
try
it
and
away.
wrest it away now? Okay.
Yeah.
Oppose strength on this, so your strength versus his.
Yeah, I got a 10. My strength is 10.
I can't. You took it away from him.
Okay.
You are now shifting and semi-invisible.
I'm going to
He's
take it
not
away.
solid.
I'm going to take it away from him, and I'm going to stand back up. Just
Backing away. Okay, go ahead and back yourself up like 2-3 spots. You get back by the TV or behind the TV.
Yep.
All right, you're shifting and phasing. He is not.
Good.
So now everybody that's trying to target him gets a +2 because he's grappled and on the ground.
on the ground. Yep.
Yeah, it would be a higher for him just being on the ground, but there's the concern about hitting him.
Does he continue to move after like it's been taken from him, or does he stop moving? Not phasing. but
He's
like-
still up
he's
and
still-
moving.
okay.
Yeah, he's still regenerating.
Okay.
The hole is smaller now.
That's what I was asking.
Yes. So that's
They need
Ross
to apply
and Terry.
another amount of medication.
Please move Terry to the television and tell me how much I have left.
That's not
No.
him. The
Yes.
yeah, trench coat right there. Okay,
You wanna move
all
there?
the way over there.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. That's how much you have. You don't even make it to the TV at 5.
That's fine. Go into the TV.
Okay. You'll be able to pick up the TV on the next round.
How'd you guess what I was going to do?
I don't know. Just
Just
I remember how much those things weighed.
Oh yeah.
Is it a console TV?
No, it knocked over last game. I remember.
Yeah. It's
It's just,
black and white.
Okay.
But it's a decent
well,
box.
It's a cathode ray tube TV.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
Yeah. All right. Oh God. Trevor,
I just
gonna bite again.
fight again. That's all I got.
Okay.
hey, and it's not at a negative.
Do I get a +2 out of all curiosity since I've grappled him? So he's right in front of me
Yes.
and he's not phasing or anything.
Yes.
5.
Okay. Yes, you successfully bite. So 1d minus 4.
No,
Tre-
no
Trevor,
points.
I'm thinking you're not here for the mission.
I'm sorry.
JJ.
I go and get the cords.
Make Terry's head into the canoe.
2, 3,
My head's right
Grab
behind
the,
here.
yeah, grab him right there.
Right.
3.
That's the remainder of your movement. Yep. Turn around. Okay. That brings us back to him. He is definitely not liking this. Still trying to break free of you. Actually, no. He's going to change his tactic.
Oh.
Oh shoot.
Finally, I get a good roll. The TV lifts.
TV's over there.
Yeah.
As I'm running towards the TV, I just pick.
The TV lifts up.
no.
And
TV.
it's going to be flung in the general direction of Gwen. Because
So I have
she's...
to make a dex.
Well, he's going to have to make an attack roll. First was the power roll. Second is the attack roll. Since you actually connected with him, you're the only person who has successfully connected with him other than the biter. And he doesn't want the TV flying in his face.
With my knee.
Okay, so he actually is able to connect. You can roll to dodge. Your dodge is, what, 5?
Where is my dodge?
Upper left-hand corner, right next to
Oh, yeah,
your
5.
movement.
Keep going. Eventually, you'll chew through.
I'm going to cheat.
Nope, I rolled a 12.
I have
It's just
Okay.
slowly falling.
You know you're getting
You're
close
hit
when
for
you
5
start
points of
to
damage.
Chicken
Ow.
versus plastic.
And the
You know what
TV
I keep
is
thinking of
over.
when you're doing this is remember in
So do I just get
Moonraker,
smacked by it,
the
or
007, the guy that
Jaws.
Jaws.
Say what?
That's what it. So
Danny?
whenever he chews through the
So I'm
Yeah.
just smacked by it and it goes off, or do I fall over with it, or what?
weird concept.
Yeah, he
it
was.
hits you and make a strength roll to stay standing up.
Yeah, that's. Oh, why didn't I get that earlier? I got a 4.
Okay, so it hits you in the face and then it drops.
Where's my
When it drops, it shatters the glass on the front of it. So now there's broken glass all over the
It
floor.
blows the tube basically.
Yeah. This could be even worse here in a minute.
So,
No, I'm just throwing this out there. That you guys can say what
I'm
it is.
feeling
but
a shrapnel feeling coming
Well,
up.
A, was the TV plugged in?
I think it got unplugged.
Yeah, it was unplugged during the last fight.
Okay,
when
then
it got
never mind.
knocked over.
That throws my whole thing out. Never mind. I just work.
Understand. Yeah. But Gwen, it's your initiative.
I'm curb stomping him.
Are you aiming for a specific spot, or are you just doing a random?
Just kick him. Just kick him.
Yeah, just wail it.
Just
Yeah,
wail
I'm
away
going
and kick him.
for his head. I'm curb stomping and I got a 9 and I need a 10 at least.
Okay, with aiming for the head, that's a penalty.
He's still grappled,
With
though,
the
right?
plus.
He's still grappled, so you get a +2 for
So
him
it's
being
a
grappled.
-1, so I would have gotten it on the dot.
I
If
didn't
you
say what
hold
the
it all
penalty was for the
gangsta.
head.
Oh, never mind. Okay, I thought it was a 3.
No, the head is a penalty of 5. So,
I followed his original. Okay.
so you missed, but how much did you miss by?
I got
4.
a 9.
You rolled a 9 and you needed.
Now, here's a question.
Oh, this is.
She's a +2.
That's why I'm.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
trying to do the math because a miss of 1 hits the body.
Okay. So I needed a 9 normally, I need a 10.
Okay.
She needed a 12. She got a 9. She hit by 3. She missed by 2.
Okay, and let me double check. I'm pretty sure it's a miss of 1.
I think it's just the 1, yeah.
The hits the body still. Okay, hit. There we are. Yeah, miss of 1. Yeah, it would have hit the body, but you missed by 2, so you ended up stomping right next to his head.
Scary the bejesus.
Intimidating.
Right. It's intimidating.
Okay, and wait a second.
What?
Oh no, that doesn't apply to this. Never mind. It would only apply to any roll that he makes. Any damage that he's taken this round. So until it gets to your next round, any damage that you've taken is a penalty to rolls that you make
Oh.
because you
Nice.
got hurt. So you definitely missed it. You were at a penalty of 5 on top of the others. So currently, he's no longer added any penalties, but any more damage that's done to him this round until it gets to his next initiative screws up his rolls for his next round.
Okay.
All right. That puts us at Thomas.
Okay, I dropped a knee into him.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So you're down there, and you're in a position where you could also try to grapple with him.
Gonna put my
Or-
45 against his head and pull the trigger.
Okay, that'll do it.
Make
Alright.
sure it's angled so
So-
Mark's not behind that.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Kind of like right there.
So you're
I
going to
know.
get
It's gonna be noisy.
effectively a -3 to your roll because you're got the bonus for him being prone and grappled, but you have the penalty because you're aiming for such a small target.
Okay.
Even though you're
I'm
right
Even though
there.
you're right there, because
It's
because the
going-
head can be bobbing and weaving, and you really don't want to shoot him.
Okay, instead of going for the head, I could go. Well, no, okay. I could go through his side.
Yeah, you can certainly
You can
aim for his
go through
torso.
the torso.
Go
Go
through
through
his
the torso.
torso sideways.
Okay,
I'll do that.
okay. In that case, you get a +2 to your attack roll.
Okay. And I do have guns.
Yes.
So.
Yeah,
Gun skill +2.
gun skill +2.
I'm going to say you hit.
Well, look.
What do you got? A 5, a 6, and a 2?
12.
He's got a 13.
But I got a +2, so I'm okay.
So you got a 13 on a 13.
I got a.
What's your skill normally?
I got a 13 on 13. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, you successfully hit. However, he still gets to try to roll his dodge, which is
Okay.
every bit as crappy as the rest of yours. He doesn't get it. So now you get to roll your damage for your gun.
And that. Shoot through some lizard 1d6. Is that 1d6 on that?
It's going to be on the
No,
back.
it'd be your gun
What
damage.
kind of
Gun
gun?
damage.
Gun damage.
Check on the back of your sheet.
Did you
Thank
write
you.
it?
I thought we wrote it down on the back for your weapon.
Take it.
It should
12
say,
gauge, 30-06.
should say
45
type
ACP.
and amount.
Yeah, you're 45.
He's got it.
Okay. 2Ds. 2Ds?
Yep, 2D. So
Roll 2 dice.
2 dice.
Big numbers. big
Fuck him
numbers.
up.
No whammies.
Right.
I'll take it.
10.
Ouch.
That'll hurt.
Back
That's
through
gonna
the
hurt him.
gut.
He's gonna feel that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, and here's something fun about that. Since it's gun damage, it's piercing. So let's see. Torso.
Use the jacketed hollow points so it expands as soon as it
Right.
pierces. Took out his lungs, maybe his heart.
You're
Ish.
assuming they're on that place, though.
Well, yeah.
Maybe Mark's heart.
This is true. No.
You don't know.
No. Wouldn't expand that much.
My concern is if he's going to start going poof again.
Torso. There it is. Okay.
You already
So-
tried to once.
Okay, bullet has a standard one-time multiplier, so it doesn't do anything additional. If it had been cutting or impaling weapon after it gets through DR, it would have been doubled. So it's just straight, but that's still 10 points of damage. Okay, let's see if he's still conscious. Bam! And his eyes close. And he slumps.
Subdue this son of a gun.
Okay, that's
Down.
Terry. Trevor, are you doing anything more? He just went totally
He
limp.
did. He just shot him with a gun. He went
Bam!
limp.
Totally limp.
I'm gonna assume he's dead.
Okay. So, are you letting go?
Yeah, I'm gonna let him go.
Okay, letting go, backing up. Okay. He's catching on fire. Give me a dex roll to get away from the flame.
4.
Okay! You roll. And I'll say if you want to, you can get right back up on your feet with that roll.
Yeah, I want to
Yes.
be back up on if you're ready to go.
You crouching roll.
What do we have? Do we have anything to douse him with?
Yep.
Magic.
Okay, and let's see. Ross would have been right after Jake. So
Am I still phasing now?
yeah, you are.
I'm gonna hold up my hand and try to extinguish fire.
Okay, give me the roll for the extinguished fire.
Yeah, 7, 8.
Okay. He is put out as well as several of the magazines that are on the floor.
Okay.
That's cool.
That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
And I'm gonna keep phasing, I guess.
Shifting. What the heck? You don't feel like you're shifting, but everybody else sees you doing it.
Right.
Ross, you feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm good, dude.
Okay. That brings us then to Terry as well.
Okay. Terry is going to pick up the television.
Go back over to the TV. Yeah.
I'm going to pick it up and smash it down on him.
Okay.
As hard. I'm going to add,
Are you going for a torso, head? Since he's prone, and definitely unconscious, you don't have to worry about hitting him. You definitely have a bonus. It would negate your roll for the penalty. Just you're aiming for head, and okay, straight roll.
Come on.
got it.
Okay.
Hell yes.
Blam! The TV go down. All right, we're going to consider this to be effectively like a heavy club. So whatever your club damage, which that should be your swing, we're going to give it +3 to the damage.
Swing is 1d plus 1 for me.
So you're going to get 1d plus 4 damage that you just did.
7 points of damage.
Nice. Plop! Trying to definitely squish that head.
In the 80s, can we say I want my MTV? I want my TV.
He's done 21 points of damage total between
All of us.
all of us. Yeah. Yeah. He's definitely not moving it. When you hit him like that, he didn't even reflexively do anything.
Didn't even twitch.
No twitch other than the obvious shift that would happen because of gravity.
You know, and I thought the shot with the AK was good.
No kidding. I would like to just point out how much crap I got for shooting this dude last time.
Hey,
And,
I was going to
everybody-
say, I was taking a lesson from your book.
I was like, now everybody in the room has either shot or tried to hit him, so I don't want to hear nothing ever again about that, man.
Okay, well,
Okay, and Brett, JJ would have been able to come back with.
I walk back in the room and be like, okay. I don't think we were on the same page.
What are you gonna do with those?
Well, I was gonna see if we could question him now, but
Yeah, everybody was so
Yeah, there is
questioning you.
no questioning.
I
I'm sorry.
suppose we've had a change of heart, and he's had a change of head.
There's other
I
clones.
Can I see the wound?
Which one?
Any of them at this point?
Yes. The wound in the side of his chest is still the same size.
It's
The
not,
one in the
it's
head.
not trying to heal or
The
regenerate.
one in his head is not healing up.
Okay.
It has stopped.
I think we need to keep an eye on that kind of
I'm
stuff.
gonna start carving them up.
I'm thinking dead is dead.
Okay, carving him up. What do you have with you to carve
A
him up?
knife. Just a normal
Just
knife.
grabbing a regular knife. How are you carving him? Are we talking vivisection?
Yes.
All right, starting with
The idea is it's going to be an autopsy.
Okay.
Got biochemistry, got zoology. So if I go to lizard, look, hey, he's got some lizard stuff here.
Time for
My
this
character's
to shed
checking the
skin.
time real quick.
I'm sorry.
My character's checking the time.
Fillet of
This
lizard.
only took like
Right.
2 minutes at most.
Okay, so we have time to get to the meat, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Sure, you just fight and run.
What?
I'm just clarifying
You're wanting to
how
make sure
long.
you can make it to see what the
Mayor.
The mayor. Yeah.
I don't want him. I don't want to be late to that.
Okay.
But I'm just seeing the time,
Yep.
seeing if I have enough time to help with this, because this is something I wanted to do, but he kept disappearing or not returning my calls.
I was busy.
Well, and it's a much thorough or a much larger piece to begin doing autopsy on.
So, I need to go and talk with the mayor and get the photographs
Okay.
back for analysis. Make sure there's some that I can still help with when I get back. Please.
What you looking for?
Because I really am interested in what is going on with the body right now, especially with the glyphs and how
Does anyone
he
have
went
a
up in
camera
flame.
out of all curiosity?
Camera? Yeah. Yep.
Have someone.
Fresh roll of film.
Here you go. Does anyone know how to use this camera?
You know?
I'm cutting. I'm not.
He's
Someone
not
stand over me
And take some
and
photos.
take photos. Here, look. Here's a lever. There
Nobody
you
has
go.
photography.
No, the only photographer isn't.
Did we tell you about the black and white photographs?
Oh,
I
no,
don't
we
think so.
haven't discussed it with him, so.
No, you can talk to me while I'm off. Oh, really?
Fill him.
Nice, really. You don't say,
Well,
there you go, really. Like that.
Okay.
Nice.
there's
fine.
a way of telling if they are original or a copy.
They are clones. There are clones. This guy's a clone.
Okay, you're going from pictures, and now we're talking about clones. So are you talking about?
You can tell if it's a clone / lizard person in a suit, in a human suit. If you take a photographic picture of them in black and white film or develop it in black and white, it'll have triangle style.
My character is pulling these pictures out of her purse to show you.
Okay.
See these dots?
Sure.
That means that it's a clone. This one doesn't have the dots. This is the original.
Okay.
Same sort of thing that you're looking at with the sunglasses on.
You can see the
You
dots
can see the little dots on this guy's forehead.
Okay.
with the sunglasses.
So it works if you're looking at something on a black and white TV as well.
Black and white photo, black and white TV, polarized lens.
Do I have a spare set at home, or is that my only set?
The only other sunglasses that you have are your sister's.
But they're the same.
Well,
Polarized.
they're cheap sunglasses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Buy some.
You could buy some at any convenience
Just because
store.
I wanted to have one when I talk with the mayor to see if I see the dots.
TG&Y would have them.
Yeah.
So,
David's,
who wants to go with me to the mayor while they do the tearing
Autopsy.
apart? Because the mayor's expecting me. So I can't stay here and do the autopsy as much as I'd love to.
I'll come with you.
I was going to say, you've done with her before, so.
Okay.
Hey,
And then, Terry, you mind keeping everything confined down here for now? I'll get back. Appreciate that.
Good copy.
yeah, you would have been able to start right in on that if we hadn't had that black token.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
I like the black token.
So,
I know you
Small
do
thing.
that.
Not so much.
yeah, no.
yesterday I was at the public library
Okay.
and I tried to look up Whole Earth catalog
Uh-huh.
upon request through librarian. They have a copy,
Uh-huh.
but you have to ask for it in person.
Uh-huh.
For what?
The whole Earth catalog?
It's a real thing. And I tried
Real
to
thing?
look it up at the library yesterday. You have to go to the desk and ask for it.
What is it?
Russell Brand, or Stuart Brand? Stuart Brand, sorry, not Russell Brand. Stuart Brand, he produced the whole Earth catalog. It's one of the things that you guys found that referenced him.
Yeah, it's
So
a
he
real
was-
thing.
He was looking for a copy of the whole Earth catalog, and they have them upon physical request. You can't request it online. You have to actually go and physically go to the desk in order to check it out.
So there's only a few things in my life that you've had to ask in person for. One of them was the Turner Diaries. And the Spear of Destiny was another one. And this is the only third time I've ever seen where you have to go up and ask for it in the desk.
Huh.
The Turner Diaries is racist garbage. Don't read it. But
Okay. I was curious. I never heard that one before. Though.
Turner Diaries is basically about a racist revolution, but it's told from the perspective of the racists. It is really bad. I read it for a college thing. Spear of Destiny is just about, supposedly Hitler got the Spear of Destiny, which was Longinus,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Roman centurion spirit.
Yeah.
So supposedly Hitler took
Had
that.
the spirit.
Yep. That's only those two I know specifically. I had to ask at the reference desk to get. Before you just go up, look it up online, and hand a slip that is given to you. No, you have to go through a whole thing with those.
Yeah. Which essentially means that you're put on a list if you end up checking them out.
Yeah.
Do you remember in the movie Seven
Uh-huh.
when how they get their unofficial lead on him was pulling the list from the FBI of things that people have checked out at the libraries? Remember that?
I do.
Yeah.
That was a big thing. This is pre-internet, and they used to be a big thing. Are they watching what you're checking out? There was a lot of rumors that they were.
Poor James Bond's.
Poor man's James Bond. Anarchist.
Unfortunately, I think if anything, the last 10 years have shown us is the government doesn't know what it's doing. So,
Right,
Or
right.
they do and we'll do nothing about it. So
I have that book, by the way.
he was known to
Poor man's
us.
James Bond.
Great.
Thanks for doing something about it.
Yeah.
But anyway, just small seg. I just thought it was weird upon request from private collection or whatever it said.
So,
All right. Interesting aside.
Right.
So, are you still going to tie up the body?
Yeah. Sure.
Just in
in
case. Considering what has just happened.
Yep.
Okay.
because he blew a hole through his brains with an AK and he still got back up.
Well, he was going to just start carving him up. So,
Meat's back
tying
on the
him
table,
up
boys.
probably isn't going to be feasible other than maybe tying his hands
Now,
together.
as you're coming in with the cords to tie them up, you see me just knife in,
Take a knife and
just
Oh, no.
ripping it straight down the center way.
Solid.
I don't think he's
Works
gonna get
for
up.
me.
I mean, if you want to tie like the legs up, sure. Maybe he's gonna have get his legs undone to do anything.
Sure, that's fine. That works for me. We'll tie up his legs.
tying up the ankles and the knees. Yeah, leaving the rest of it so that you can start to do a full vivisection. Okay.
And if
Does
someone that
the-
isn't squeamish could take pictures so I can see. And
Does
also
the
for
skin, the suit skin,
Mhm.
does it separate easily? Because I was cutting, I could see.
Not really easily. It takes a fair amount of blunt force or other trauma,
To peel it apart.
you can see where anything that would cause a burn causes kind of a melt instead of a burn, because the gunshot to the side,
Yeah.
as you're checking, immediately you can see melted spots rather than burnt spots.
And when I cut it, it cuts nice and clean.
It cuts nice and clean, and it, for the
And
most
so
part,
it's-
sticks with the skin, the lizard skin.
Cool. All right.
And you're starting it.
Oh, yeah.
JJ's gonna come with me to go talk to the mayor, but before I go, I'm grabbing some sunglasses.
Okay, so stopping at a convenience store on the way.
Asking JJ if he wants a pair too, so he can see stuff.
Okay. Pick up a couple of pairs of sunglasses and something to drink, and off you go.
Yep.
Okay. So yes, you're going to be able to make the meeting in time.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and take care of that real quick. It's going to take you a while to get all of your results from such, and you're also going to be wanting these guys probably to scrounge around and see if they can find anything that can be used to take samples and put samples in.
Can I turn that?
How about a beer can?
Can I turn that off?
Turn what off?
What up?
The
Oh.
amazing.
Give me an IQ
Seventies
roll.
movie soft glow.
See if you can pronounce that same word right.
Yeah, 9, and I got a 13 IQ.
Okay. You are no longer blended in with the surroundings.
Okay.
It's very much like, the shadow, putting a shadow on the heart or on the minds of men so that you can blend in. That's kind of the effect.
Okay.
Since
And I will hold on to it. So.
I remember both.
Since Mark's wanting samples, could we say I left my, what was it, criminology kit? So if he needed to get small little vial samples, he'd have that as an option. And then other stuff he'd have to scrounge for.
Well,
Give me an IQ roll. On a successful IQ roll, then you would have thought to leave him behind.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of an IQ of 14.
Okay. So you've got about a half a dozen vials that you can store some things in.
Okay.
Anything more than that, they're going to have to do some scrounging. And thankfully, one of those characters actually has scrounging as a skill. Yes, sir.
I can make it easy. Just go upstairs and get the Tupperware.
There's
It's the
scrounging
80s.
if I ever saw it.
Everybody got Tupperware in the 80s.
Right, right.
Everyone has Tupperware now.
Oh,
You'll
yeah.
have all kinds of little
I still have some of the
bins and
stuff from the 80s.
Right.
for radio parts and tubes and all kinds of stuff in
Yeah.
the radio.
Yeah. So if he's needing anything small, glass to put it in, because Tupperware, it has its advantages and its disadvantages.
That's just meat.
Not all of it's going to be just meat.
You like Jellos and
Oh, yeah.
grains.
Yeah.
Not to get too many things going at once, but I do want to return to the locker. I was prying apart before.
Okay. So you're going to be working on that while he's working on
After
the
I
body.
get the Tupperware.
And go upstairs and grab some
I
Tupperware.
said, look at this. This is quality stuff right here, man. Boy, howdy, my old lady looks into this stuff. She's going to do a Tupperware party? I said, not in my house, ma'am. I ain't going to be known for that. Here.
Wow. That's all I got to say. That took a turn.
It did. It did. All right. We'll go ahead and fast forward to a 20-minute drive later, and you are meeting up with the mayor.
Okay. Now, are you wanting to walk up with me or stay close to the car?
I'll walk up with you.
Okay.
Okay. You were meeting at the same place, right? It's been a minute.
We were meeting up at the new.
Oh, the station. Yes.
Yeah,
The
the
station. Okay. When you arrive, you can see some of his security detail are standing in front of the doors to the new station.
Okay. I got my sunglasses kind of half on.
Okay. Sunglasses on, walking up. Are you specifically looking for anything on these guys, or
Oh yeah, I'm going to
Just
check over his
in
security
general,
details.
Okay.
checking to see
checking
if I
everybody
see
you
that.
see here?
Yes.
It's getting real close.
Good up.
No.
What's up?
Oh, you made it.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of roll again?
See the mayor right now.
Okay.
What kind of roll would you like, if any?
Well, you're going to need to make an observation roll, so IQ and perhaps benefits for acute sight.
9-2 and IQ of 14.
9 to 14. Okay. As you're looking at these two guys, you're not seeing any dots on either of their foreheads.
Okay.
Okay. They open up the door for you, and one walks in right behind the two of you. The other one stays outside.
Okay.
The mayor is sitting in the foyer, right by the coffee machine, pouring himself a cup of coffee, loading it up with plenty of sugar and creamer. I don't know what exactly they do to this stuff, but I don't think it's fit for human consumption. And then he takes a drink.
Yeah.
I have the items. Are you certain that you really need these?
It would be beneficial to find out for sure if it's actually the people that we are assuming. Because according to some of our research, it might not even be your son.
I'm going to check it with the mayor.
Confirming.
As she said.
Okay, go ahead and take your roll.
8, 9, 10 to a 15.
He doesn't have the dots.
Okay.
So, this may not even be your son that's in the picture. It could be someone that looks pretty similar. Cosmetics, makeup.
Special effects.
Yes.
I see. Well, if you can prove that, that would be wonderful, because that would help to eliminate any potential blowback, even if it is released to the public.
Yes.
The way things are going, I definitely don't want to vote the way of putting in these bathhouses. I'd much rather the 2 or 3 different groups that are interested in getting the property for religious means have that opportunity. One of the groups I just cannot stand, but well, rather them than whatever is trying to be held over my head. I can't deal with that.
Understandable, and we just want to confirm that our suspicions are correct, and it's easier to analyze it. The actual evidence that was provided.
Duly noted. Well, is there anything else been going on? As he hands you the manila envelope that has the photos.
I'm going to tell him no, nothing really. We just found out something that has to do with like photos and things like that we'll be able to identify if they're fakes.
Now, are you specifically experts in this yourself, or are you having to send this out of house?
No, it'll be dealt with in-house.
Yes.
Good.
I do the criminology research stuff. I am aware of how to do this.
Okay. Well, I certainly appreciate the ability to. Yeah.
I thought a fast talk roll was coming my way.
Yeah, it is. You're keeping it nice and simple.
I got a 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say you got that one.
Yeah. He's not even really seeming to be concerned about how you're phrasing it. It still seems like he's very hesitant to hand them over, but he does so. It's even to the point of he doesn't immediately let go. Whatever you can do to help make certain that I'm able to make a free decision, I appreciate it.
Yes. We are doing our best, and we'll keep you informed of any updates.
Well, I suppose I shouldn't tarry any longer. I'm supposed to go ahead and have a very brief interview here with the news people. They got that cute little blonde reporter. She was supposed to be doing the interview today. I don't want to be late for that. If you'll excuse me. Gets up, heads towards the door behind the desk that leads to the interview rooms.
Were there any other people in the room with us?
Nope, just you, the mayor, the secretary that was there, and the secretary was doing her level best to not hear anything. You could see that she was actively looking at the computer, trying to ignore everything that was said over in the corner. It helps probably that the security guy was looking at her the entire time.
Right. And the enforcer.
I have a question for the second.
I'm sorry, yes?
I was just coming over to see kind of what the mayor's hours of operation were, so we could return these files to him.
This isn't the
No, but it is the second.
No, not his secretary. This is the secretary for the news station.
Ooh.
That's
Okay.
why I was
Different secretary.
clarifying.
Misunderstood.
Yeah. Wrong secretary. Okay.
Wrong.
Okay. So, not doing that then. Not walking. Wait.
No.
You're not the regular one. I'm thinking of somebody. My bad.
So as I see here, I would like to.
Walking away.
Okay.
Heading back to.
Heading back to this. Okay. So, go ahead and give me a zoology roll.
Zoology 12.
Okay.
5, 6, 8, 9. 12 on the dot.
Okay. You are noting that there are definite similarities between this and iguana.
Okay.
The organ placement and structure is not in the same as you would expect out of a human. It's close. It's very much what one would expect if you superimposed an iguana over a human.
Okay.
The overall placement of the body, it's very much like you would expect. But there's some additional organs in here that make absolutely no sense to you.
There's additional organs that were not in an iguana and not in a human.
They're not in a human, and you don't know that you've seen them in an iguana either.
Want to pull those organs.
And that's where the Tupperware comes
That's where
in.
the Tupperware comes in. Thank you. Thank you for the Tupperware, sir.
Okay. There is several different styles of not styles.
Tupperware?
Several different types of fluid that are present in the body. There's obviously blood, and the blood is definitely showing up red. It's not going to have
Green
any
or
weird
blue.
green or bluey and no. But there's other things in there, mucus, clear liquids, spinal fluid. You're probably going to want to try to pull some of that. A little bit of everything. Now, some of that you're going to have difficulty doing because you don't have syringes with you in order to
Does
withdraw.
her crime kit have anything
Crime
like
kit's
that?
not. It's not geared for taking blood samples or samples
Now,
like that.
this basement, is there anything in there like I said, a first aid kit? Or
Get the
anything?
scrounger.
Well, a first aid kit isn't necessarily going to have syringes. Not unless.
Band-aids, bandages, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Salve.
And even
Maybe
if
he's
it,
a diabetic. You don't know.
well, even if he
had-
did, the diabetic needles aren't the
I
kind
know.
that you need for.
But anything is better than nothing.
Anything is better than nothing. True.
Hey, was there a turkey baster up there?
Give me a scrounging roll. You actually have the skill.
I do.
You're definitely thinking on the right track, and you could be like, "Hey, was there?"
You know,
I got it.
Yes, there's definitely turkey basters, and this guy apparently had done the whole injected turkey thing.
That's what I was just going to ask about.
Yeah. So
That's a nice-
so got the nice big thick needles for injecting into semi-frozen turkeys to
Almost like you're
juice them up.
embalming something.
Huh?
Almost like you're embalming something.
Almost. Yes. So you run up and he helps you find the supplies so that you can try to draw out fluids from the spine, separate
Or
from
everywhere else, yeah.
everywhere else.
Hand him the
you-
injector. Hand him
Alright.
the baster.
Right.
We hand him the grape jelly.
And the Grey Poupon.
Won't you have to be great, won't you?
Is that the same time period?
yeah, that'd be
What,
right.
that was like late 80s into the early 90s.
Right.
Grape
Yeah.
Poupon.
Grey Poupon.
I remember
Big
that. I was a
time.
little kid when
Grey
I first
Poupon
had that.
Dijon.
Yeah.
Where I will never forget it. I just needed mustard on my sandwich, and it was on a flight from Arizona back to Kansas, and the lady handed us, the Grey Poupon, and I put it all over my ham and cheese sandwich, and I thought it was mustard, like weed.
Right.
I took a huge bite of it, and I literally thought she had tried to kill me.
What the?
That is seared in my brain, and I freaked out. And my mom's like,
it's not regular yellow mustard.
Right. I mean, it
not
looked
American
weird
mustard.
because it looked like it's like a dull yellow.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh,
Spread it like peanut butter.
it was a lot. I mean, the whole packet. Oh, and a little kid never had it. It'd be the same thing. A little kid hitting wasabi for the first time.
Oh,
That's all I gotta say. Hey,
Now-
game on.
Now, while he's doing all these, is anyone taking pictures with my camera for me, like I had asked?
Picture of the turkey baster.
You just point and shoot. That's all you gotta do.
It's not that kind of film.
it's not that simple.
I know.
To-
It's a
but-
matter of if it's or not.
Yeah.
You didn't know if they had clocks, and you're like, it's just a picture.
Wow.
Nailed it.
Wow.
Does Terry remember what she said? I rolled a 1. So
Yeah, clocks. And,
we'll call it the Terry remembered.
Okay.
After all the equipment and the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Well, hold up. I'm supposed to get some pictures.
Okay. The default is IQ -5 for taking photos.
I'm saying they're gonna be good photos.
No. I'm just saying IQ -5 for good photos.
Something important.
It's a little 4.
Nice. Critical success. You took several really clear, crisp photos.
Aerial reconnaissance, Vietnam.
Yeah.
That'll do it. That'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
whatever.
Hold up. I think that's a machine gun.
No,
Yeah.
that's part of the liver.
You have your pictures.
And some organs.
Yeah.
And once
Right,
we're done,
right,
we could
right.
probably
You gotta
I
get
will
some-
take them
you
to
get
your
some
lab.
stuff.
Hey, we'll have to get a group photo with all of us. Like,
Hell yeah!
we'll pose him like he's doing one of these, like a senior photo.
Weekend at
Right.
Bernie's.
Just him doing different stuff with us, like hanging out, you know.
On the couch, watching TV.
Get
The
Busted.
broken
Yeah,
TV.
the shattered TV.
Wow. I just don't know if I can be here.
Now make it look like he's playing ping pong with us.
Would your character be participating though, JJ?
No, I'm just.
Oh wait, you're not
He's
there.
about
I'm not there.
He's in the car with you.
Okay, his character doesn't laugh though.
The vast majority of your photos are taken up with the autopsy and taking photos. All right, this is interesting. Take a picture of this. Photo of this. Okay, you got 5 shots left.
All right, let's have some
All right, let's have some fun.
Use the extension cords and tie them up to the rafters so you can make them playing ping pong.
Right. Well, they're busy doing this. I'm going to try to figure out this.
Uh-huh.
So is there an on-off button?
No, it's a word.
Power.
I'm going to say something to him like, hey, you're kind of doing that whole shaky thing like he was. Are you doing all right?
Oh, he's turned it
No, I
off.
turned it off.
No, he already
Yeah, he turned it off.
Okay.
Is it a collapsible baton or just a
Is
straight
it
up
just
baton?
regular, straight up?
Regular. It was a nightstick that he would use when he was
Is it
working
one
at
of the
the
short
asylum.
ones like you feel on, or is it?
Is it a collapsible?
It's not
or-
collapsible.
Okay.
It's a standard. What is it? The or not military, but police
Police?
style.
The nightstick?
The nightstick.
Yeah, it's a tonfa.
Tonfa. That's what I was looking for. It's a tonfa.
Okay.
So you can hold it up along the side with the one
Right.
brace. You
And
can
block
spin it
with
around,
it.
block
and-
with it.
Yeah.
And this way it fits nicely.
My
into that little-
character, not my character, is very used to the tonfa.
Yeah, that's something that your character will have to learn how to do
Right,
if
right.
he's going to use it for anything other than going shifty.
Right.
Does it have any markings with or without glasses?
Yes, I'm looking at.
Well, you're busy with that, but
Yeah.
as far as that goes, checking it over,
Yeah,
you don't see
that's
anything.
what I mean, that's what I want to do. Is I want to check everything to do with it out. You know.
Okay.
Plus, I
Good.
want to try to reactivate it
Okay.
and unactivate it.
Okay.
I've done it once
You-
before, twice actually. No, once.
Once. You remembered the phrase, so yes, you know how to say it to turn it on and off.
Okay.
Shirak.
Okay.
That's what I'll do then. I'll do that and turn it off.
And he does that, and he goes all blendy again.
Hey, can you walk through walls like that?
I don't
Let's
know.
find out.
I'd try that.
Are you going to put your hand out, or are you just going to walk into the
I'm
wall?
gonna put my hand out.
Look at the wall.
Chicken.
No, I'm gonna put my hand out.
Just charge right at the wall.
Full speed.
Stays right through.
No.
Platform I'm 3/4. That's
I was just thinking
No.
Exactly.
No. Anyway.
Yeah,
Close your eyes and just
Okay.
run.
You don't blend through the wall.
Okay. And I will turn it off and go help them with things. I'll stick the tonfa in like my belt. And
The clothes that he was wearing that are on the floor, he had a belt that he would suspend it on, so it had that little hoop
Like
thing.
a duty belt.
oh yeah,
essentially
yeah,
a duty
yeah,
belt.
that's what I would do.
It wasn't a full duty belt. It just had the little slip on with the ring for you to throw the tonfa in,
Right. Okay.
and it had a spot that for key ring, lots and lots of key rings.
Right.
Did he have a wallet?
Yes, he did.
Any money?
Yes. There's money. There's an ID. There's a couple of credit
What's
cards.
the name
I'll
of
take
the
the money.
ID?
Okay.
What's the address?
Checking the address.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you've got that address.
The W3.
Is that the lot? The
Oh, that's
vacant
the
lot?
holder.
Yeah, it's the lot that
The
you guys
vacant
were
lot?
interested in checking into.
Okay.
With the realtor that when we went down to the
So-
place,
What
and
letter
then
you-
the realtor called us back. And
So that
Yeah,
would be
you-
442 West 86.
Yes, that's the one.
That's come in handy.
is the lot and the locker I'm investigating.
Is what?
Is the lot and the locker I'm investigating. I'm joking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
The
Okay.
whole Men in Black thing.
Speaking
Whoa.
of, you finally get the door open. After taking photos, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go back and check that thing still. Why not? You finally get it to a point where you can open it up the rest of the way by reaching in, pop it, and he's got a bunch of canned food in here.
Like a canned food, or like something that they put like in a jar and it's sealed up.
Actual, like, store-bought
Well, okay.
cans. There's a can opener. There's also 3 different thermoses, metal ones, that have padlocks on the thermoses.
Okay,
Are they
so
labeled with what's inside the thermos?
Huh? They're locked.
Are they
Yeah,
labeled on the outside? Like
Yes.
tapioca.
One is labeled tapioca, one's labeled peaches, the other's labeled coffee.
I use my
Browns.
bolt cutters to pop the tops off.
Oh, okay. There's a can opener right there.
I don't think they said it had a padlock on it.
What? No, I'm not you're popping the padlocks?
He's cutting the
Yeah.
padlocks.
Okay, cutting the padlocks off. Yep, it is tapioca pudding. It is peaches. The other one is coffee grounds.
And then I'm going to open up one of the canned food.
Green beans.
Yes. I'm going to go to the other locker and
Okay.
waylay on it till it opens up.
Okay. When you open this one, after spending about 15-20 minutes on it, clipping until you can get in without tearing up your arm, this one seems to have a little bit more information.
Ah! Paid off.
What's it for?
Did we ever figure out what he was milling in here?
It was some kind of cage.
That's right.
Huh.
Because we got the dimensions on the cage.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, you got the dimensions.
Schematics.
There was the printout that was going on. What happens to
Okay, so
Probably still going on.
it? Yeah, well, it finished about 5 minutes into the autopsy.
so this house we're in belonged to a kidnapper who did kidnap a girl,
Suspected.
but he
No.
was
Attempted.
He attempted.
he attempted to kidnap her.
Yes.
But
Wanted to
allegedly,
save her.
because she
wasn't
needs
trying
to
to
be
kidnap
safe, and we've been by the girl's house. She is being watched.
by
This dude.
Guys who look like this.
Yep. This is in there.
Yep, that's in there, fully laminated, just like that.
is there stuff on the back of that? I just could see through it. And it was
No, it's
yeah, that's all.
Just really thin paper, so the
It's all good.
like
It's all good.
Dallas Pedestrian Network.
It's bad when he's doing that.
I'm just seeing if there's any pattern into this. Who knows? Street outdoor connection, tunnel, skywalk. So these are
Tunnel lizards.
above ground. No, these are below ground.
So is that is a way a person could go all the way around town without having to get in a bus, car,
Or yeah,
arguably out of normal,
Out of line of sight
out of line of sight.
of general population. Funny enough, those.
Topeka.
Huh?
Like the tunnel in Topeka.
Okay. I'm not familiar with the tunnel in
Under the
Topeka.
Capitol?
Goes. Okay.
oh yeah, I know what you're talking. I've been down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Pass
connection
it around
with
for
the
friends.
docking building.
Yeah, something like that. Can't remember exactly which one it is.
I think it was Salina
Okay.
South. They had a series of tunnels underneath the school.
So as you're messing with that, you find something else in there, and it looks like a remote control, and it just has two buttons on it, an up and a down.
Yo, Tom, come here.
Here, push this.
Look at this. I'm going to hand it over to the electronics expert.
It is
Cabled or wireless?
it is wireless, and it is obviously home manufactured. You think he very well may have made the thing at the yeah
At
that
the
thing.
workshop.
At the workshop,
Workbench.
the workbench.
Okay. Look around, see if you see anything that looks like a dumbwaiter or a winch or anything like that around here. If not, I can take this back to my house
Just
and test it.
Scrounging? Are you looking for something? You just roll to see what you find.
Scrounging, you're looking for something that is serviceable for what task you're aiming for.
Okay.
So if you're trying to break into a house and you don't have tools, you can scrounge to find semi-suitable replacements.
Does it say
if you're
up
trying
and
to do
down?
first aid and you don't, it has an up button and a down button.
Okay.
And they are triangles pointing up, triangle pointing down.
And that was it for what's else in the locker then.
That was everything else that was in the locker.
I think we need to take that with us. I can always do some tests on it back in my house.
Unless there's like a hidden elevator in here.
Well, that's what I was saying. That's why I was saying look for a dumbwaiter or a winch or something like that.
Hey Ross,
Yep.
you got anything like sniffing out like
Nothing.
doors that are weird or?
The only thing you could do would be to reach out your senses to try to find anything magic in here.
And I can do that, but
Can we
wanna
just
try
look
that?
around?
yeah, I'll try that.
The other thing
Okay,
is
give me a roll.
Shooting holes in the wall.
this was
What is
this
it?
was found with that paper, right?
Yeah.
Is it IQ?
It
Could
could
be
be something
connected.
there, and it
Huh.
could be like a key to.
Oh, I got it right on.
Okay.
IQ of 13, so I got it right on.
The metal grate thing that has the microwave setting on it, you realize that there's glyphs in the metal around the edge.
Can we get the map back down here, please?
Yes. Pass it back.
So
Okay.
in that
Could be
room,
something there and
you can
like
sense
a
that
electric
those.
key, if you will,
Which one am I?
That's you.
somewhere underground.
The microwave.
I'm over here.
Public access from street.
Yeah, where the
Street
so
level 2 underground.
moving those cans or the beer out of the way, getting close. That microwave, that big ass thing there on the floor, it's not on the floor. It's on a section of metal that's raised up.
Okay.
It makes sense.
Okay.
And I will look at the glyphs.
The glyphs thing.
Okay. Give me another
Got a
IQ
cabinet
roll.
that's not sitting on the ground.
10, 13. I got 3 under.
These glyphs are intended to reduce mana in an enclosed area.
Okay.
Is it a cage?
All you see is the metal section, flat, microwave on top of it.
Well, move
It
the
stands
microwave,
up.
let's see what it-
It stands up off of the floor about an inch, and the glyphs are along that.
Right.
Can you see?
So unplugging the microwave, moving the microwave out of the way.
I am moving us out of the room in case there's another phone.
Okay, so moving that out, you can that metal grate. There's obviously some pockmarks of corrugation. It looks like this was possibly also manufactured at a workbench.
Okay. I'm going to tell everybody what's going on.
Hey.
Hi.
It's a grate with glyphs on it.
And I'm going to.
Where does the grate go? I mean, now that we've moved it up,
It's not a grate.
It's just a metal
It's
platform.
metal platform with some pockmarks in it, and you think that the pockmarks are working in a similar fashion to the glyphs because it's designed. You think that this is designed to hold something in, so either this is the base for something, or it's the top for something.
Right. And I will explain.
He hits the up button. It shifts up, and you can see bars that also have those same glyphs as it's lifting up a cage that's about 5 foot.
is there anything in the cage?
Yeah, a Henry.
The guy we just dissected?
Yeah.
Alive?
Yes. And he looks like he's in stasis. But you're thinking he's alive because his eyes are moving, but everything else about him is frozen.
Oh.
Like bursted into flames.
Not bursting into flames. His eyes are moving around, and his hands are up against the bars like this. And this is all you're seeing out of the Henry. His eyes moving back and forth. He is naked.
Does he have dots? I put on my sunglasses that I have.
Okay, taking the sunglasses from.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, put the sunglasses. Oh yeah, he's got the dots.
Okay, then.
We need
Door
to find out
opens upstairs as the two of you get back.
We need to find out how he captured the light intact.
Where's everyone?
I go.
Hello.
Yeah.
Ew.
In here.
Did you read what the glyphs are?
Not necessarily how they trapped him, but is this where they made him?
I don't
Thinking
think
no.
he
I'm thinking the
would've.
glyphs have something to do with.
Yeah, this.
So you go into the back room because that's where they're talking. Hey, we're over here, and you see a Henry in a cage.
The glyphs actually.
Gary, did you leave again?
Oh, I'm over here just eating green beans.
Hey,
So
and
you
I'm
did
going to
not
tell them
leave,
about the
I grabbed this one.
glyphs and everything.
Okay, so you're starting to explain these
Yes.
glyphs are designed to dampen magic.
Yeah.
Like, totally dampen magic.
Is he,
Makes sense.
okay, so while they're looking at that, I really haven't had a chance to look around this place. I
Okay.
want to start looking around. Does he have like books, bones?
Oh.
He's
See
got a
the
weird
wall.
wall that is dedicated to.
Church of the Subgenius. Okay, so when you came down, the room that the fight happened in, this wall on the right-hand side, as you're looking at it from my angle here.
Okay.
So the side closest to you, that
Yeah,
wall,
this wall.
that's a huge mural that was done using decoupage, lots of photos from nudie books, and then homemade artwork, clippings from magazines, etc., in order to create this huge Church of the Subgenius mural. You've got a giant Bob Dobbs in the center of it, okay, and on either side you have nuclear explosions going on in the background. So you got the mushroom clouds. You've got women in the front who are bowing before Bob. Then there's a couple of UFOs. They're up, one on the top right, one on the top left. The one on the left has grays. The one on the right has reptile heads coming out of it. Looks like Velociraptor or T-Rex heads. Those were obviously hand painted, both of those. And it's one of those, the longer you look at it, the weirder things get and the more things you pick out. After looking at it for just a couple more minutes, you realize that some of the lines are made up using letters. Oh, this is spelling out words. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff to take in looking at the overall mural. they'd taken a few photos of the mural previously, so if something stupid happened to it, they'd still be able to refer back to it. Along the walls, the opposite wall, there are several of the Bob Dobbs plastic thingy that you were looking at. Okay, those are wooden ones that are hanging up at irregular places on the wall as decoration. Looks like they were all hand carved.
Out of wood?
Out of wood. One of them is not on the wall, it's laying on the floor, and it looks like it has Velcro on the back, and the spot where it was obviously on the wall has the other portion of Velcro.
There was a key behind it.
There's a small 2-drawer file cabinet in this main room. There's a refrigerator, a stove, there's a porta potty, and a sink.
Thermite bomb.
9 more.
Well, that's part of the.
It's still there.
That's part of the 2-drawer file cabinet.
He took the thermite.
He took a portion of the thermite.
Oh.
Yeah, watch out. There's a bomb there.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're taking all of that in, and then of course there's the fake door, or not fake door, but hidden door. It's blended in with the rest of the drywall that leads to the room on the other side, the back.
And that's where he has a computer.
And that's where he's got the PC. He's got a computer desk, a workbench. The desk has a ham radio set up. And he has 2 different lockers. They look like a small one and a large one that were taken from like a high school.
Yeah.
So they're combination lockers.
And we open those up there.
That's what he was opening up with. That's why he was he was taking the slats and clipping those out using the bolt cutters in order to reach in to pop the locks.
Right.
Cool.
The PC, like he said, it was printing, and it was printing that old school solid state line of paper feeding, because he had found something on the computer that was a CAD diagram of a metal cage with these glyphs.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what had been found thus far, other than a couple of 12 packs of brew. Well, you didn't have enough time to go through all of them.
So the key that had the
Sounds like a challenge.
one of these panels had the key in it. Did we find came in and pulled this off, and that's where we found the key?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was to that file cabinet, and that's when we found out. Boom.
It was booby trapped.
It's rigged. Yeah.
More importantly, not boo.
Yeah, we kept it from going boom.
Now, and of course, on the floor, there's random bits of magazines that have been cut up and thrown around. Portions of it were obviously being used to create the decoupage stuff. Others are just, random nudie magazines that are kind of sticky.
He had some articles he had circled in some of the magazines. That, like one of them was a Stephen King story.
And that's where also one of the photos was found.
Of the 2.
Yeah, the one that has the dots.
That I showed you. Yeah.
A couple Bowie knives.
Yeah, a couple Bowie knives, and there was a gun and ammo, a 1911. See, there were several newspaper articles that were found that were in the file cabinet. So there's all sorts of stuff.
What about the Chilean airline disaster?
Yeah.
Not Chilean,
Oh, down there.
but yeah.
Also.
Eastern Airlines Flight 980 down.
Yep.
29 presumed dead.
And then the Israeli thing. And he did give us a clue on this, Mark, that only one of those is something he hasn't mentioned in. All of these have been mentioned in his little preamble he does before each game, except for one of them. But I don't think. Pretty sure he mentioned the airline. Pretty sure he mentioned the Israeli thing, but the other 2 I wasn't sure.
Yeah, the Operation Moses, that one was definitely mentioned.
And then there was a new Mitch McConnell.
Mitch McConnell.
Mitch McConnell sworn in as a Kentucky senator.
Yep.
Alaskan Railroad transferred from federal to state ownership. And And John Rock, American obstetrician and gynecologist who co-developed the first birth control pill, dies at 94.
Pretty sure you mentioned that.
What?
John Rock, American obstetrician and gynecologist who co-developed the first birth control pill, dies at 94.
94.
As in he was
As an
94
age
years
of
old.
94.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was
Not in night at.
94. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Like, what do you not get? He's died at 94 years old, man.
At 94. Okay.
Hey,
That's what I was. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. Because we had an issue where she thought one of the articles was not in the right time frame as well, like happened in the future from what. And I was wait, what? Do we have another issue with something like that? What's going on here?
I misread it. I thought it was saying like
He was born in 1890 and died in 1984.
I still don't think he's in the Alaska one. It may have been a Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell's a person.
Oh.
Mitch McConnell's born as Kentucky senator.
He
So
isn't
we got
in
a
Kentucky.
live
Can I use this to
Henry.
figure it out?
He does look like a turtle.
Yeah.
Bribery? You need
Yes.
the
Bronze.
bronze for inspiration.
Okay.
As well.
What does
Using
bribery do?
Bribery is for experience point or to steal initiative for a round. So you can, hey, I don't want the bad guy going first this round. I'm up.
Okay.
So,
I spent my bronze.
okay, you're using this for
Yeah,
okay.
inspiration.
Or is it?
The one article that hadn't been said in any of my preambles was about the guy who created birth control.
Aha!
Mitch McConnell, most assuredly, was one that I did early on.
Mark McConnell, I'm actually an amphibian. He looks like one.
Now, one of the things that's important about this, every single article there has been identified by him as being important, and you know exactly what he means by that.
Okay. So
Also, they found a ring on Henry.
Okay.
That you guys had seen this before. He hasn't seen it yet.
Oh, there you go.
Does this new guy
Well,
have
this
a ring?
happened since the last time you were here.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. yes.
This new guy doesn't have a ring on.
He's nude. He's nude.
He's like a. there's
Now
no
the question
chance
is,
that
did
he's
he have clothing or something?
Are the Henrys imprinted with information? Are they hooked in to receive information? Is he a blank slate?
that's a good question.
Henry
They
Hyde
have
mind?
like a high consciousness.
But I don't know if they're individuals though. That's what we've not established that.
That's one thing I was
That's
gonna look for. And I've got
feels
the
like-
Department of the Body. Is there a bump, a button? That's what I'm looking for that would separate the skin from your skin. So you hit this and it
As you're
loosens up so
searching
you
for
can
it,
take it off and feel
no,
normal.
it looks as though it's actually designed so that it would heal the same as the rest of the flesh.
It's like an integrated exosuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put on the suit and then it heals at whatever the seam was. That
Yeah. And it has stretching that has occurred to it, which you believe occurs as the body grows underneath it. So every impression is that the Henrys grow from small children at least, if not, a full-on baby, to a full human size.
Okay.
so.
But because of the type of stretching that occurs on the stomach, you think that might be at an advanced rate.
So,
I still think they're frogs.
do we want to risk anything with this cage to talk to this live Henry, or are we leaving him in stasis?
I say leave him in stasis.
I say leave him in stasis right now.
Got weird genitals.
Are the
Okay.
frogs falling from the sky baby Henrys?
That's what I'm saying.
One would argue no, because the biological inside of this thing is similar to an iguana versus a frog. And a frog and iguana are not similar.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
What's the length of it? One's an amphibian, one's a reptile.
Which would indicate that Henry is not amphibious.
Right.
You can hold them underwater, find out. Waterboard.
They're both cold-blooded.
Yeah.
True. Both legs.
Okay. And
Can we cut off one of his limbs to see if it regenerates by itself?
Well,
You'd have to open up the cage.
How
I don't want to.
how spaced far apart are the bars?
The bars are spaced like this.
Let's actually try to question.
You can
this
probably
one.
stick a knife through there. And
Oh,
cut
so now
some-
all of a sudden.
Not just straight up capping fools.
We could start with a finger. I mean,
like I
he
said,
regenerates
it's,
a finger.
he's got a hand up against a bar like this.
You've got bolt cutters.
We could easily cut a finger for examination purposes.
Try to get one of them.
my concern
Is
would
it
be
just-
would he burst up in flames if we do that? Because right now he's our only life one.
There,
He wouldn't because I
Is
think
there
the
a
mana
magical
is
field
stopping
surrounding him?
from.
Hey, do I sense a magical field surrounding him?
Does it bind us all together?
Okay.
because he's in stasis. He said.
So what you're feeling here is the basement itself is a high mana
Okay.
area. There's higher than normal
Man in the area.
condensation
Yeah.
of mana in the air in the basement.
Okay.
However, as you are touching that, you can tell that on the other side of it, there's no mana. Not just low mana, no mana.
And I'll tell everybody that too.
Female.
So is it something you want to risk?
Female.
Because I don't know if we want to risk him bursting up in flames just because he says there's no mana there. We don't know if this carvings on him will activate or not due to injury. So it is up to you, I guess.
So
I say leave him alone. He's in stasis. He's good. Lower him back
Could
down.
we build a bigger cage, like find out what glyph is that's putting him in stasis, leave that one out of the next cage, but still make it so that it depletes all of his mana?
Okay, that glyph terrifies me.
That's what I'm saying.
because-
So,
Yeah, I mean, with no mana, those glyphs terrify me.
That's a whole lot of mojo right there.
Yeah.
To completely eliminate mana in an enclosed area.
Yeah,
Pretty impressive.
that terrifies me.
Now, the dimensions on this cage are such that, you get, I don't know, a dolly and a couple of guys, you could probably take it up the stairs.
Yeah, the glyphs aren't like energy powered or anything. It's not like it's plugged in. We can probably
Yeah.
take the cage.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not plugged in.
what I'm trying to get at is if we could get it so that we could actually talk to him and have him still not be able to use his magic and stuff like that.
I understand where you're going with that. The question is, okay, reproducing a glyph like that is akin to making a magic item, and it takes a lot of time, research, and he would have to already know a spell that takes away mana.
Yes. And I don't.
Okay, now the question is, okay, this crazy guy that owns this house probably did this stuff. He's got
Yeah.
I
So-
know what I'm
We
going
need
to
to
do.
do somebody that.
Fill us in, please. Don't run
I
off
like it
and
better
do
when you
again.
don't. Can we just roll with it?
So, okay, let me fill you in. So we did already go and talk with him. He's at a psych ward right now.
okay.
This Henry that we have killed and you have dissected
Uh-huh.
was the Henry that was supervising him at the psych ward.
Okay.
He was one of the orderlies.
Did you go see him at the hospital?
I did.
Him and
Well, I'm
Thomas
worried
went.
about him because he's the magic guy. Would he know a mage when he sees one?
Not specifically, no. You'd have to actually see him using
Use
magic.
magic.
Yeah. And then I would have to try to figure out what kind of magic, and
You wouldn't necessarily need to figure out what kind. You just need to realize.
right,
He's
realize.
using magic.
I have the capability of seeing if somebody is eliminated,
And he was.
and so is the girl.
At least he believes that the guy was. He didn't see him specifically to know for sure.
Well-
But everything indicates that it is because
I
all
thought-
the articles in the house are the same things that he sees as being as important.
Oh, okay.
okay. I thought Thomas and JJ were the ones that went up to talk. And you just
Was
said
it?
that he didn't.
Oh yeah, it was. Yes, yes, and you did see that he was illuminated. My apologies. I was misremembering. We've had a whole lot of silly that has occurred over the last month.
Yeah.
And when you guys
I'm
came
going
down,
ahead
the
and
computer was
stating
already
whatever
printing
he's
off.
doing. My
No,
character's going to
I
stay
got
close
onto
to
the
him.
computer, found those files, and then printed them off.
Okay.
Was there any other files on
Doesn't
there?
react.
What all files were available on the
I
computer?
don't remember.
Trying to feed that.
So a can of green beans goes into the cage. Nobody's really paying a whole lot of attention other than you're looking at like, what are you doing? And then he takes a can of beer and slides it into the cage, grabs a pencil and pushes it further in. So he's not reacting at all.
No.
Eyes aren't even looking at. His eyes are focusing.
His eyes
on
are
anyone.
focusing on whoever's closest to him.
So he is kind of focusing on.
So when you do that, he definitely looks at you and looks at that and looks back up at you.
I'm gonna pull up the beer.
Okay. You can tell he would like to drink it. You're positive, but he can't move.
Okay, let's do the blink code with him.
Hey, he can't move.
Blink code.
Oh, I can
One
tell
I'm gonna
blink
reach
for
in.
yes, two
I'm gonna
for
reach
no.
back in and get his beer.
Okay. Two fists in it.
I'll waste it.
Try to communicate.
I'm going to look on the computer
tried.
and see
Can't
what
move.
he has on.
No, he can move.
First
his
thing that you
eyes.
see is the CAD program that's still
Yeah.
open. Are you checking to see if there's other stuff then?
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to see what he has.
Go ahead and give me a computer op roll.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna act like I'm talking to him or try to talk to him.
Okay.
Say,
14.
if you can understand me, blink twice.
9.
He blinks twice.
Okay.
I need a 14.
Okay. Give me a couple minutes
No
while we
problem,
deal
no
with
problem.
this, and we'll get back to exactly what you find
If
on
you
there.
can blink and we can talk, ask the right questions.
Yes and
So
no
yes and
questions,
no
of course.
questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So explain to him that 1 is no and 2 is yes. Blinks.
Okay. We're gonna
Do
ask
you
you some
understand?
questions. We're gonna ask you some questions. 2 blinks is no, 1 is yes. Do you understand?
You're really creeped out when his eyes blink underneath with a separate set of lids that close left and right.
Nice.
But it does it once.
Are you willing to communicate with us? Cool.
Okay.
Did a human capture you and put you in here?
Is it the human that lives here?
Do you have siblings?
No response.
Okay.
Were you born?
The eyes, you could tell his brow is trying to crease. Like, what is that? No, all solid response. The brow is trying to crease.
Do you know Bob?
Bob.
As in,
Church of Subgenius.
Right.
Bob Top.
Yeah. No.
Stewart.
Stuart Grant.
Well, with Stewart, got a definite.
Are you from this planet?
yes. Okay.
Where's that ring?
You had the ring?
Yeah. Whoever's got this, you don't need to give it to me.
Okay.
but I'm gonna say, give me the ring.
Okay.
There you go. Wait.
Is Is that you? The lawyer shows up.
Right?
No.
Do you know what this is? Is this your friend? Okay. So establish that he's friendly with him.
He is not them. So the lizard people are working with the Illuminati.
This is anti-Illuminati.
Oh, the anti-Illuminati.
Yeah, this isn't Illuminati. This is... Or wait, this is the Illuminati one.
No.
This was
No.
the anti.
The anti one is the one that was inspired by the coin. You haven't definitely decided that that specifically is the propaganda Dewey,
Oh, yeah.
or if it's a separate branch. The propaganda Dewey is the one that had that symbol.
That's what I was... Okay.
That one, that very well could be a Freemasonic, because it does have the Masonic emblems on the side.
Masons and Stewart.
But when you said Stuart Brand, you got no response. There was no yes, there was no no. But with Stuart, there was a yes.
No, Stewart there is.
And the symbol on the front of that could be any different variety of Illuminati. You haven't identified specifically if it's a standard Illuminati, if it's a branch of the Masons, if the Masons are just specifically associated with that one. It could well be a branch within a branch, because there have been a lot of theories indicating that there's more than one Illuminati and more than one Mason group.
I got another question for you. Do you know Rachel Bruggerman or of her? Yes. That's the girl that's the girl Walter tried to take.
Okay.
So,
Do you have a plan?
does it involve the bathhouse? I'm assuming
Are
he
you
doesn't
from
like that.
beneath the surface of the earth?
No.
Is the mayor one of you?
Is his son.
Will you always tell us the truth?
Ah.
That's what I figured.
I don't know. I'm.
Say, lower him back down the cage.
Do you want out? We'll think about it. He's got his canned green beans that he can smell.
Right.
Okay. Back to the autopsy. Okay, the flesh suit had no genitalia.
Mhm.
Once I carved him open, is there any genitalia?
Yes.
Okay.
And similar to a male dog, when the erection occurs, it extends out.
Uh-huh.
You're pretty sure that that's what's going to happen with this suit. If he
I was going to ask if there was an opening for
You're pretty sure that there
waist
isn't
as well.
a opening per se. There's definitely a rectum on the.
Okay.
There's definitely a
Damn near
waist.
killed it.
Yeah, there. So you're positive that there would be a liquid waste portion as well.
Okay.
It's just you can't see it without it actually being activated somehow. So It has to be engorged or something in order to allow for the liquid to be expelled.
Okay.
So, what are we doing next? I need to analyze the photos. So, the photos that we got from the mayor, were they black and white or were they color?
They were black and white.
Can we analyze to see if we see the dots?
Certainly. Go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Ooh, I got a 4.
Okay. Both of the individuals in the photos have the dots.
Okay, these are the clones.
These are clones.
Kind of knew that.
I was confirming it. So, yes. So now we need to figure out what's our next step. Because
Yeah, I'm
He knows
clueless here.
he knows about the girl, and they're clearly watching her and everything. Walter was trying to keep her safe, and that's how he got locked up.
So who knows about the girl? The mayor?
No,
No, the Henrys.
the Henrys.
know
That's
about
what
the
she
Henry's because they were watching her.
Because I just asked him about, and I have no idea how long he's been in this cage, and he already knows about her.
True.
Because he's been in here at least since Henry tried to save her.
I
Because
still
he got
wonder if
arrested
they're not
immediately.
connected somehow.
Well,
I have
okay, so as you're checking
we
through the
didn't-
computer,
We didn't really ask him that.
you end up finding a program that didn't have anything other than RDR. And when you run it, there's a panel that opens up over by the ham radio station. It unlocks and drops down, and there's a screen that indicates an actual radar associated with the house as a central point.
Radar.
Actual radar. This guy has a radar array set up around his home. And there's incoming. It's moving in slowly, but there is incoming.
How many?
Well, it could just be an airplane flying over. This is Dallas. There's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So this looks like it does cover an extensive section of the city of Dallas. You can see some that are obviously going towards the Dallas International
It
Airport.
could not be the airplane though. It could be that little ship that we saw that dropped all the froggies.
Yeah, we did see you.
There is something that's not going towards the airport. It's coming towards the house. And there's 3 of them. The triangle formation.
Let me back up for a second. So remember, as much radio communication as they've been doing, it doesn't really seem to serve any purpose.
Did we
Is there a
ever
way
check?
that their brain, somehow they're tuned in, and that's how they're in touch with all the Henrys? They're,
Well, they could be running a courier signal, sub-signal inside of it.
yeah,
We
is there
haven't
something
checked
underneath it? Have you
inside
gone into the
the
thing's
computer.
head yet to see if there's any kind of receivers?
I think
Let's take a look in the head. Well, it's smashed open. So
Parts of it.
Quick question for you, tech guys and stuff. Did we ever check to see if this place was bugged?
Nope.
No, we didn't.
Checking.
Okay, checking the place to see if it's
5,
bugged.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To what did I need?
Electronics off.
I don't have electronics, so what was the?
The
You were
default?
letting me do IQ or something.
I got it.
You
Okay.
got it? Okay.
It's the default is like IQ minus 3 or 4.
Okay, so I would have had it.
Okay. So checking over the place real quick, and you find that there are no bugs down here.
Okay. Slightly.
The triangular formation has stopped over the central point of the radar,
Which is the house.
which is the house.
I raised the lizard. I raised Henry back up.
You're gonna take the remote and hit the up button.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to lock the doors.
Okay, going up to the door. As you get up to the door to lock it, you see. Well, you're not opening it, right?
No. I'm
Okay, just locking it.
I am not dealing with anything
Going
outside.
back down to the bottom, shutting that, locking that one
Yes.
as well. Okay, that one doesn't have a really instant lock. It's the eye hook thing, but
Someone help me move the couch.
I will help her move the couch.
Okay, moving the couch in front of the door. Okay.
I want to ask Henry, do the blink thing again. Are you at war with the Greys? Are you able to communicate with other people who look like you telepathically?
I
He
can't
finally
smile.
moves.
Oh,
He finally moves. Miles.
Are they here now? Okay, guys.
Put it back down. Put it back down.
You, now, explosives. I've got his thermite again. Rig it up behind the wall. As soon as they come in, we blow them to hell, then we tag them as we're on the way out. Come on, quick mission. Do it now. You got 1 minute before they break.
Here we go.
Okay. So what exactly are you doing?
I ordered him, I will drop into my military to rig the thermite at the door and basically under the couch.
Right.
So when they come in, boom, the rest of us are going to go on the other side of the false wall
Right.
and let it explode. And I'm going to explain when it goes that all the O2 is going to disappear from this room. So as soon as that goes, we're going to start capping straight ahead, and we're going to go straight out the stairs and not stop. Everybody good?
I'm doing it.
This is the only way, man. The VC's going to get us if we don't. Now look,
Put all
Kong's
your-
out there, and if you can't trust Charlie, he's going to come in here blazing. We got to take as many of them as because there's going to be 10 of them for every one of us.
Okay,
All right.
put all the samples in my bag.
Okay.
Because we are not leaving it.
Okay. As many. Not all the samples are going to fit in the bag.
I have.
We're gonna take some
She'll at least
Tupperware.
Okay,
get all the
drop him
liquids.
back
All the
down.
liquids. There's. You could grab his shirt and throw the rest of the Tupperware stuff in the shirt, and then
I'm good with that.
hobo bag it.
Yeah.
Sticking what's his
Alright.
name? Henry in the cage back down.
I'm grabbing Ross
And we're
and
taking the
dragging him
and
with
we're
me.
gonna take the
Yeah.
remote with us.
Okay. Hitting the down button, making sure to keep the remote with you.
I'm not fighting him. We're just leaving. I'm just going with
Come
him.
on, man. Charlie's howling for blood tonight. Let's go. And I'm going to shove him behind the wall.
Okay, so you're taking. Are you taking the file cabinet and positioning that so that it will open and trigger?
I like that.
Is that what you're
Yeah.
planning on? Okay. All right. Does anybody here have traps as a skill?
Well, I
Go.
take one of them.
Okay.
I've got chemistry and electronics.
I've got engineering and I've got survival.
It's electronic engineering or regular engineering?
I believe it's both.
I have science.
I've got electronics.
I'm looking
and
for the
I've got-
most
I know,
relevant,
I know.
and if nothing else works, that will work.
I have camouflage
I've got
and disguise.
electrical
If-
engineering.
Okay. You've got electrical, so that you know how to set the trigger.
I've got calligraphy.
Yeah, no.
Calligraphy.
Hey,
stuff.
that
hey,
hard,
chemistry.
Right. Well,
can
we
set-
already know the chemistry of this.
Well,
If he
I'm
can
also,
set that, we know we've got rope or the extension cords.
Right.
We'll just tie one end of the thing. As soon as we see him come through, we yank the cord.
Okay.
like
All right.
that.
Sounds good. So you're putting it right next to the door so that it will explode outward towards the door as much as possible.
kind of like shape charge.
Right.
When they
You're
breach.
hoping. That's what you're hoping for. And yeah, you're gonna have it so that. All right. Doesn't take awful long, and you've got the couch in the way somewhat so that it will help to reduce the amount of blast that makes it to you, as well as the fire that would make it to you, because there's going to be a lot of fire if this thing goes off.
Flat blast.
I like it. You claim it if.
Yeah.
Well, he took some of the thermite out.
Right.
It's in a jar elsewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wasn't just carrying that with me.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, he took out a portion of it, so it's a smaller charge section.
Right.
I'm gonna scrounge around the room and make sure there's nothing else we can't use that would make this more
We
efficient.
already took off the weapons, and they're all
Well,
at
okay,
houses.
in order to... Give me a scrounging roll.
Yeah.
I'm gonna scrounge as well. I got scrounge.
And once he's done, I've got something.
14.
Last thing before.
I got it.
You got it? Okay.
I got
All right.
11.
You realize, okay, since he took some of the thermite out, it might not go off unless you have a more direct charge going to the thermite. So you take some of the sections of some wiring items in order to extend it down into the thermite further, just to make sure that you have a sparking charge effect.
Okay.
And
Oh, it'll go off.
it will definitely go off now. Previously, there was a chance that it wasn't going to because it wasn't necessarily going to get the electrical charge down deep enough.
Okay.
All right, so you've got that in position. Give me a camouflaging roll for it. Because you're trying to make certain it's as unnoticed as possible until it goes kablooey.
I made it by 4.
Okay, that should do a good job of keeping it from being obvious that this is what's going to happen until it's too late. That's the goal.
And then Harry had something.
Yeah,
Very-
as I'm walking with Ross to get him behind the wall, I'm going to walk by Mr. Lizard that is up in the air still, right?
No, he
We lowered him.
Did
I
drop
thought you
down
pulled him up
again.
and asked him questions.
He asks questions and then there's like, oh crap, hits the down button
Oh, so
again.
he's down.
So he.
Then I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to shove Ross and me behind and get ready.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna brass check my.
Okay.
You know.
You
Okay.
ready to use your gold?
Yeah.
Just like Way City, man.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna be right behind Ross.
Ooh, I would like to punch a hole through like the drywall, so I can like be perched up with my AK.
Ready to as soon as you see some bodies.
Yep.
All right. Doesn't take a whole lot of effort to punch through the drywall. You've got a murder hole made now, and we'll pick up here next time.
What?
I knew it. I freaking knew it.
No!
Yeah.
I was going to walk by if he was still up and say, telepathy, huh? And blow his head off. I didn't want him informing on what's going on in the room.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
But now he's down below, so he's not seeing what's going on. So, yes, we will pick up there next gaming session.
I was really thinking about like at some point, like if he wasn't like cooperating with us, like dragging the other one in there and being like, "Look what we did."
Right.
This will be you.
How do we know he doesn't already know
I kind
that?
of think they're more like drones, like bees.
I think they're
Okay.
like board collective, you know.
All right, so let's get to what people
Yours?
knows.
No, there's a Jake's.
Let's see. Let's go ahead and start with JJ over here.
I learned that even though some people want to say they didn't want to kill the lizard man in the first place, they really did.
Wow.
It was super interesting to be able to talk to the other Henry that was locked up. I think.
If he's telling the truth on everything.
Right. His admission of the Greys that we found out about on the mural, that they're at war with him. I'd like to, if we survive this, find out more about what's going on with that. And we were pretty much down here the whole night, so I think that's probably gonna do it for me.
Yeah, you guys ended up spending probably an hour's worth of time, hour and a half of just in the basement. So it's taking us to about 5 p.m. when this all starts off.
Yeah. I also want to figure out how the original Henry was able to revive himself and then continue to regenerate. Like, I think that would be useful for us to know.
Yeah.
Right.
Why do you think I want to keep the samples?
Right. Have to wonder if it's additional organs or if it's magic or science or what. Okay. Interesting. I like it. Go with 2. Actually, go with 3 experience. Because we didn't give experience for the last session because it was basically a half session. We ended up capping out at just an hour's worth because of baby. Okay. Gwen?
So, learned that it's good to have him back so that way he can analyze my stuff for me and have potential access to labs.
Right.
Again. I learned that they all are aware of the girl, so it makes me concerned if after this encounter, if she's going to be in trouble or not. So I honestly, my character's going to want to check on her. And, finding out for certainty now that that picture was faked. And now just trying to figure out how to prove it
Right.
to help the mayor.
Okay.
And the whole them being telepathic, I don't like that.
Understandable. Okay.
But the fact that I confused him when I asked if he had siblings and things like that, because
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if he deemed clones of himself as siblings.
Right. Okay.
And I'm doing bribery.
For one?
Yep.
Okay. Add 4 then. Daryl?
Yeah, I learned about the Greys a little bit. The big conflict between these two kind of gives me insight of how the reptilians are trying to defeat the Greys. I mean, you can actually see some strategy coming into effect. I'm kind of concerned about the whole board kind of collective
Hive
thought
mind
thing, yeah. That's about it. I'm really concerned about that. Because if one sees, all sees, that could be a big problem.
Yes. Agreed.
So, and I'm going to use a bribery.
Okay. So go ahead and add 4 experience. What did
Well,
Trevor learn? Or you?
well, we learned a little bit about the anatomy. They're more of a iguana. Anything else? The suit apparently is like bonded to him at birth. We'll call it birth for now. Grows with them. Apparently there's sigils on their back, the same as what was on the frog.
These are more tattoo style rather than brand
They're
style.
not branded.
They're not
actually-
branded. They're actually tattooed in.
And they're on the lizard skin, not the human flesh.
Yes.
And there's some 5, you said? 5 other organs?
I don't think I specified a number, but we're gonna go with 5. That works.
Weird organs that weren't
Just
either
doesn't make
iguana
any
and
sense.
weren't
Yeah.
human, they were sort of there.
Yeah.
So I'm curious about looking into those aspects. And whoever, the guy's house that's in the crazy bin, this guy had some... He crafted a
null cage.
a null cage. If he has no magic, that's an impressive feat. So he has some stuff. He has a radar, which is amazing. This is all stuff I like. And we're in for some interesting stuff here soon.
Yeah, the fact that he can make that cage, like I say, it terrifies me.
And especially if he has no magic.
Yeah.
I mean, it would affect him because it's obviously null, but for a non-magician to craft
A magical item.
magic item, that's some impressive stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if he had someone else do it for him and this is what I want, make it for me.
Still, it's next level.
Yeah.
To orchestrate that takes a lot.
Yeah. He's not even planning, I agree with him.
Go ahead and add 2 experience. And
Right.
3. 3 experience then.
I'm going to boogie out.
Okay.
We'll see y'all later.
Let's go ahead and get back to what people learned.
Is it possible that I can do one more thing before we go through the initiation?
What, the trial by fire?
Initiative.
The initiate or
The initiative?
combat. I want to rehide that radar
Oh, click that back into place. I'm good with that.
Okay.
Putting the panel back in place so that the magnets are back on.
I used a couple more of my skills that I haven't so far.
Right.
So I enjoyed those. It's definitely getting a little more convoluted. I've heard what everyone else is saying about what they've learned, but the question I asked, is he willing to lie to us? And he said yes, he was willing to lie to us. Could just mean that he's full of crap too.
Yep.
So everything that he's said could be a false positive, or it could be true. So you gotta kind of take what he says with a grain of salt.
That's why I want to check in on the girl.
Yeah. We're still gonna need to follow up, like Gwen said. We'll need to follow up on what he's told us
Right.
to verify. Trust but verify.
Yep.
I think it's going to be interesting. If they are truly at war with the Greys, I would almost say we already know that these guys are doing stuff malevolent to us. Maybe we need to find the Greys and see if we can get some help from them. Just a thought.
Just a thought, maybe we've already found the Greys.
Could be. So yeah,
You have a personal history with the Greys.
I know. There's that back too, bud.
Okay. I'll just clank them up here a little bit. So 1 silver. Okay. So go ahead and add 3 experience to your character then. You didn't add the. Wait, how many greens did you have last time? You already added those, right? You
That
had the
was
2.
with the 3. I had 1 green and 1 bronze.
Okay, so you should have 4 then.
A 4? Okay.
Yeah, total from tonight if we're
Okay.
because we're including the stuff from last gaming session there too. And you had 2 from last session. You already had those.
Yep.
So what you get for this, then we're going to be on top of that, though.
Yep.
Okay.
So I got to thinking, I think this is going to be Agent Scully should be getting close to being done with her undergrad before she enters med school, right about now. Because then she becomes an FBI agent, which takes a couple of years. So I think Agent Scully is out there somewhere.
Right.
Whereas, Fox Mulder is,
Already established.
he'll be in the FBI by now.
He's establishing himself as a profiler.
Because he has the encounter with the lone gunman at the electronics show around this time.
Yep.
So, we can always call Agent Mulder for help.
Right.
For the lone gunman. So,
Yeah.
Lone gunman. I like how you brought that one in.
especially where we're at.
Yeah.
Hey, he gets 2 just for that.
So, I learned that we still kind of suck at investigating because we had this whole other room. I'm just kind of reminded that we had this whole thing, we didn't catch it last time.
Right.
My fault too. I go into it in depth. I think sometimes we're losing sight of the forest for a tree. So, at least that might. I feel we got a little bit further down the road by discovering the deal that raised up the fella, the other Henry. And I think we maybe got some answers there. A little bit. Still wondering who's going to come through the door. Is it the Greys or is it or Henry's lizards?
Right.
So
I'm going to, since they came in the
Well,
information.
we're not sure
with
who's in
that,
it.
I mean, yeah,
So
it's a pretty common alien, UFO thing is that they are in triangle.
Henry, or not Henry.
Kind
Terry
of wondering
is,
if that's like a strategy or, you know what I mean?
Terry is reverting a little bit here. He's yelling about set the Claymore up quick. So yelling about the VC. So he's falling into familiar patterns. So He's back there.
And I'm like freaking out about it.
So,
Oh no, this is not good.
I'll follow you anywhere up here.
and Terry is glad he remembered to snap the pictures so that we have evidence before we blow this place to hell.
That poor mirror.
Right.
He spent so much time. There's so much Mod Podge. Polyurethane.
Oh.
So now you have effectively napalm on top of your.
Right.
That's, don't worry, Terry's used to napalm.
Doesn't smell napalm anymore.
The character was a helicopter gun.
Right.
Good morning.
Yeah. All right. So you had the 2 extra from the last session. We're gonna go with 3 for tonight because that includes tonight plus the half session last night.
Okay, so 3 total?
3 total plus you already had added in the 2 from the tokens, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. 3 total.
So we're able to add in our tokens from last time?
Yeah, and you didn't have any green ones. I checked.
No, but I have a bronze.
You
I'd
had-
like to use.
Inspiration. Okay.
And I had a bronze.
Yes.
And I had a bronze as well.
Yes. You did. Okay.
How would you
And I
like
will
us
say
to
some-
help clean up?
Tell you what, I will put the inspiration that you get on the group
Before you
chat.
get rid of that, she has to try it.
And we will
She's
go
never
with
had
the
tank
thing.
before.
All right. Had a lot of fun. Thanks
Yeah.
for making it, guys.
Something else I think my character thought of is they're all coming here. We're a block away from my home.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a problem.
Understand that.
No, that's going to be a problem for
you.
And my little sister.
This has been Dice Shrapnel. If you enjoyed this content, please consider hitting the like, share, or subscribe buttons.